Okay, in order to find out the materials you will need for the beginning watercolor class, you can go to cusworthwatercolor.com. Okay, when you get to the home page, you can go up to materials needed, the link at the top, and a page will come up talking about watercolor materials. Here, then if you scroll down, there is the first area you come to is a supplies overview. So here are the supplies you'll need. Starting here is a student grade watercolor paint, a 10 tube set, basically. And the two I recommend is either the Cotman watercolors or the Van Gogh watercolor set. I think the Van Gogh I like a little better. So, but you need a student grade watercolor. Okay, you can't get a very inexpensive watercolor or it won't work for what we're going to do. Next thing is a set of round brushes. They're short handled, meaning that the handle is short, not like a long oil painting brush. They're short handled and they range from like size 3 to size 12. As long as you have a nice array of sizes, you'll be okay. The next is a palette. There are different palettes, so lots of different palettes to get. And so this larger palette here we use in class, so there are already palettes in class. But for home use, you might choose a smaller palette. It's a covered palette like this. It's more portable. This palette's a little bit bigger and it's portable and also has a lid that covers it. It helps keep the paint dry. We're going to work with Canson watercolor paper pad. And actually, I recommend the 11 by 15. This is 9 by 12. Either one will work. But the 11 by 15 is probably preferred a little bit. This is masking fluid. So you paint it onto the paper, it masks an area of the paper so that you can paint around it. Then you lift this mask off and the paper remains white. And we're going to use that later. I'll be showing you how to use it. You need just a board that's larger than your paper to tape your watercolor paper to so that you can move the board around. We'll be doing that a lot, adjusting the height, the vertical or angle of the board as we paint. You should have a roll of masking tape. It can be white or blue or artist tape, it's okay. Then a number 2 pencil, a 12-inch ruler, a kneaded eraser. So this is an eraser that you, if you pull it apart, you can knead it together and it cleans the eraser. Also, you can make it into different shapes to erase. You'll need to be able to sharpen your pencil. You just need a pencil sharpener. We have some in class, but if you're working at home, you need that. This is a graphite stick. You don't have to get it right away, but later I'll be showing you how to transfer images, and sometimes this comes in handy. Napkins for wiping our brush, the paint off, as well as wiping some water off when we're painting. This is going to be very important. You can also use paper towels, but this is very convenient to use the napkins. 2 watercolor cups. I like these low profile cups. You can usually get something like this at the dollar store. You can also use larger cups, but the low profile helps not to knock the cup over. And then a pack of watercolor sponges. We use that for cleaning the palette as well as making textures. Now, if you want to go to Amazon to get these, I've set up links here. You just scroll down and these will link to these products. You only need 1 set of paints. Okay, but I've given you a couple options here. And if you go down here, you can find those links and buy them through Amazon. I don't get any payback on these. It's just I wanted to set it up to make this easy for you. Also, you can scroll down to materials available through Michael's Art Supplies, and also you can buy through Michael's. Now, it's important with Michael's, if you have one near to you, to I wouldn't just go to the store to begin with, because sometimes they don't have the materials in stock. If you order online, they'll get the materials, then you go to the store and pick them up. So that's a possibility. They also will deliver. Okay, so here are the materials here. There are some couple options like for palettes, so you need to choose one, either a smaller or a larger one. Um, but they have basically all the different items. Foam board, you can actually get foam board sometimes at the dollar store. Sometimes they don't have it, sometimes they do. If not, you can get it through these art supply places. Once again, you only need it large enough for the size of your for the paper you're going to use. You might get a larger board and have to cut it down. You can actually use scissors and cut it.